Before we return to the video, I just want to tell you that ESA is now open for application. So if you are a professional or an expat who need to urgently speak English in your life, make sure that you check this out because it's going to be super interesting. So go on the website, click apply now, and we will get in touch with you if you guys are a fit into this program. So back to the video and enjoy. So for a long time, I've been wondering where I would like to take this channel, which direction I want to bring this channel to, where it grows. And what I come down to is that, to put it very simply, I want to marry the principles of language learning and some core principles of personal development, because I am someone who is a personal development junkie myself. I read and watch a lot of books, videos, whatever content that you can think about personal development, and I always think about how do I apply these principles in language learning. So that is something that I'm hoping to bring this channel towards, and it's a lot more fun this way, for me at least, because this is, like this personal development journey, always trying to do better for yourself, is something that I'm also going through in my personal life. So at this moment, one of the things that I'm trying to get better at is to staying consistent with my work, to staying productive, and to be able to focus better. And I recently just found this video on how one of the things to staying consistent, basically the main principle is pretty simple. In order for you to stay consistent and to create this habit that you want to stick with, is to make it enjoyable, not to make it too hard on yourself. And that is something that I talked about in the previous video about, stop pressuring yourself to become fluent, but instead find ways to make the process fun. So whenever I make these videos, I always ask myself, how can I make the process of what I am trying to achieve more fun? So right now, in my personal life, I've been trying to implement different good habits, and one of them being, sticking with my mental wellness routine, and that includes meditation, that includes yoga, that includes being in an accountability group with a couple of my friends and tell each other what we're working on or the things that you want to do today. Sometimes, despite wanting to make a lot of these habits, it's quite inevitable that in about a couple of weeks, you're gonna drop it off. You're going to forget about it because other priorities in life comes about, and then you just forget it. So this is a very common pattern that I've gone through in my life. I'm pretty sure for a lot of people as well. You have this motivation to get better or to make a change in your life, and then boom, you forget it in a couple of weeks. So one thing that I find myself doing differently now is to allow myself to break the streak. So what do you mean by a streak? A streak is basically, wait, let me just look it up so that I could explain it a little bit clearly. Streak, to put it very simply, is a period of time during which something continues to happen, right? So I think the app Duolingo almost kind of popularized this word, don't break your language learning streak. I've been doing this Spanish streak for 30 days, 35 days straight. So to me, maintaining a daily streak seems to be a lot of, it requires a lot of effort and discipline that sometimes I just can't follow through. So one of the ways that I actually allow myself to continue with the streak for a longer period of time is to allow myself to skip 1 or 2 days to break the streak. So right now, one of the daily habits that I'm trying to adopt myself right now is journaling. I want to make that like a regular part of my life, but is it necessary to make it a daily part of my life? Probably not. If I tell myself that I want to journal every single day for the next 30 days, knowing myself, I know that I'm probably going to miss 1 day or 2. And right now, I'm telling myself that it's okay. It's okay if I miss a day or 2, as long as I keep it going for a long time. So doing it this way, allowing myself to take a break, a 1 day break or a 2 day break, allows me to actually enjoy the process in the long term, and it allows me to actually want to continue. Because if I punish myself for having missed like a 2-day journaling session and then I feel bad about myself, that is actually making me less likely to want to start again. Makes me feel quite bad about myself, like, oh, I suck, like I cannot keep this going. But by allowing myself to have a day break or a 2-day break, that allows me to, okay, you know what, I took a break, now I can start again. So the point being in this video is that if you are trying to make English learning a habit, like a daily habit, or like exposing yourself to English, a daily habit, which I do recommend if you want to get better at it, allow yourself to have a day or a 2-day break, maximum 2 days. So I think I read this book, Atomic Habits, and that also speaks about how, you can actually allow yourself to skip this habit for 2 days and not more. I forgot the explanation why, but I'm just going to take the knowledge as it is. So as for me, I learned that if I allow myself to have a day or two where I can skip this habit, it's a lot easier for me to maintain it for a long time, because then in that case, by allowing myself to maintain it for a long time, I'm finally developing this feeling of enjoyment in the practice. Because I feel like a lot of things that are done with pressure is not always sustainable. So ask yourself, what are some ways in which I can make this process more fun for me to follow in the long term and to put the least amount of pressure possible. So yeah, that's just me ranting about my progress in trying to maintain a daily habit. I hope that it can also push you to also ask yourself to find some ways that works for you. So I hope that my tip can actually be beneficial to you in some sense. I will see you next week in another video. Until then, take care, good luck, and see ya.